Baby, I just missed you. I'm so sorry I didn't believe you. I'll never fly off the handle again. Marcus nodded. That makes me feel good. Because I got to tell you. I lied. I did sleep with her. And that's my baby. The DNA test came back today. The transformation was instantaneous. The repentant wife vanished, replaced by the Vesuvius Angela. Have you lost your damn mind? She screamed, lunging for him. You think you're gonna come into this house and tell me that? I don't care what I just said about flying off the handle. You are dead! Marcus dodged her, laughing as he pulled the letter from Sabrina out of his pocket. Gotcha! You said you trusted me, Angela. This letter says otherwise. The two of them ended up in a heap on the floor, a chaotic mixture of anger, relief, and the realization that their marriage was essentially a high-stakes poker game where everyone was cheating. Chapter 4. The joint venture. Just as the marriage drama settled, a new crisis emerged. The great drug bust of 2024. Angela was doing laundry when she found it a perfectly rolled, green, pungent joint in the hallway outside MJ's room. Marcus, our son is a drug lord, Angela wailed, holding the joint out like it was a live grenade. Angela, calm down, Marcus said, though his own face had paled. It's one joint. One joint? It's a gateway. Next thing you know, he's on the street corner, with no teeth, scratching his neck, calling himself Peaches, like my Uncle Harold. I refuse to have a crackhead for a son. All that money we spent on his braces, Marcus. For nothing. They sat MJ down for an intervention that felt more like an inquisition. Is there crack in your family foundation? Angela quoted from a library book she'd panic bought. MJ, are you flying high as a kite? Mama, you look like you're on drugs, MJ said, looking at the stack of pamphlets. I didn't do it. That's not mine. Don't lie to me, Marcus shouted. Go to your room, now. The house was in an uproar until Miss V, the family's sharp-tongued housekeeper and honorary grandmother, walked in. She saw the joint on the table and didn't flinch. Which one of y'all stole my medicine? She asked, her voice raspy. The room went silent. Miss V? Angela whispered. You're a job turkey? I'm a woman with cancer, Angela, Miss V said, her bravado softening for a brief second. The chemo makes me nauseous. The doctor prescribed the icky to calm my stomach. MJ didn't do nothing but try to hide it for me. The guilt hit Angela like a freight train. Again. She had accused her son of being a toothless crackhead named Peaches, when he was actually being a hero for an elderly woman. Miss V, we're so sorry, Marcus said, hugging her. Why didn't you tell us? Because I didn't want to fuss. She snapped, regaining her edge. And because I knew Angela would start buying books about cracks in the foundation. I got Bible study, and I want to be able to sit through the sermon without throwing up. Chapter 5. The gay best friend, who wasn't. If life wasn't complicated enough. Angela's college friend Nick decided to roll into town. Nick was handsome, charismatic, and according to what Angela had told Marcus years ago, very, very gay. He's like my gay husband, Marcus, Angela explained as she prepared to go out dancing with Nick. Every girl needs a Nick. Marcus. Feeling secure in his masculinity and the fact that Nick was no threat, gave his blessing. That was until Richard and Joseph, Marcus's business partners at C Sports Now, dropped a bombshell at the studio. You know Nick was a total player in college, right? Richard said, sipping a beer. He tried to hit everything that moved, including Angela. Marcus froze. But he's gay. Angela lied. Bro, Joseph laughed. She just wanted to hang out with him without you tripping. We all knew he was straight. He's the furthest thing from gay. The silverback alert was triggered. Marcus spent the rest of the day in a slow boil. When Angela brought Nick over for a nightcap, Marcus was ready. He decided to play Angela's own game against her. So, Nick, Marcus said, leaning back with a predatory grin, I have a friend I want to fix you up with. His name is Frank. Big Frank. He's a security guard at the studio. He's 6'8". just had his back and legs waxed, and he loves to cuddle. Nick's face went through 3 different shades of beige. Marcus, that's nice. But I'm not really into Big Frank. Oh, come on, Nick. You're seeing someone? Who? Tableton? Marcus pressed, enjoying the sight of Angela squirming. Frank is perfect for you. He's only done 2 years in prison for attempted murder of his last lover, but he's a sweetheart. I'm not gay, Nick finally blurted out. The silence that followed was deafening. Angela looked like she wanted to evaporate. I'm shocked, Marcus said, his voice dripping with sarcasm. It was college, man. Nick defended himself. I haven't tried anything since. Well, since this afternoon. But she said no. Get out. Marcus pointed to the door. As Nick scrambled away, Angela turned to Marcus with her best puppy dog eyes. Baby, men and women can be friends without being intimate. We've been proving it for years. Yeah, Marcus said, heading for the stairs. And husbands and wives can be roommates without speaking. We're about to prove that for the next week. Chapter 6. The Man Law Violation. The drama reached its fever pitch at the salon's grand reopening. Richard had decided to propose to Keisha Marcus's ex-wife, much to the horror of everyone involved. A prenup is a setup for failure, Keisha declared, flashing a ring that cost more than a small island. Meanwhile, Joseph and Leslie were hit by their own tidal wave. Joseph, seeing the romance in the air, decided it was time to step up. But the timing was unfortunate. Leslie, Joseph said, taking her hand in the middle of the salon. I've been thinking about our future. Leslie, who was currently dealing with a double-booked schedule and a hormonal migraine, was not in the mood for romance. Joseph, I'm tired. I'm just weary. Don't you dare get down on one knee. But Leslie, no. My knees hurt. Your knees hurt. What's the point? We live together. We're basically married without the paperwork. But I want the paperwork, Joseph argued. The argument spilled out into the main area of the salon, where Marcus and Richard were already bickering about Keisha. You're making a mistake, Richard, Marcus shouted. She'll take you for everything? You're just jealous, Richard countered. In the middle of this, Joseph made the ultimate mistake, the violation of man law, number 1. Leslie, you're just being sensitive, Joseph shouted over the noise. Is it that time of the month? Is that what this is? The alert is going off. The salon went dead silent. Even the construction workers stopped hammering. Jennifer dropped a bottle of nail polish. Angela walked over to Joseph and put a hand on his shoulder. Joseph, did you just bring up that time of the month? Well, I mean, it's a logical observation. Run, Marcus whispered. Joseph, run now. No, stay, Leslie said, her voice a low, dangerous growl. Stay, so I can show you exactly how sensitive I can be with this blow dryer. As Joseph scrambled for the exit, Marcus looked around at his chaotic life. His ex-wife was marrying his business partner. His current wife had burned his car and lied about a gay best friend. His son was being raised by a woman who smoked medical marijuana and sang Larry White songs. And yet, as Angela walked over and leaned her head on his shoulder, he realized he wouldn't have it any other way. You still mad about Nick? She asked. I'm always mad about something with you, Angela. Marcus sighed, kissing her forehead. But as long as the walls are thin, I guess I'll keep listening. I love you, baby, Angela whispered. Larry White? Marcus asked. Barry, she corrected. Definitely Barry. The sun set over the suburbs, the smell of scorched rubber finally replaced by the scent of expensive perfume and the promise of a quiet night, or at least as quiet as it ever got for the Williams family. Thin walls and thicker plots. The Chronicles of Marcus and Angela. Prologue. The Rhythm of the Night. In the quiet suburbs of Atlanta, the Williams household was a beacon of architectural elegance from the outside. Inside, however, the construction was apparently overseen by a developer who viewed soundproofing as a bourgeois luxury rather than a necessity. This specific structural quirk was the bane of 13-year-old MJ's existence. MJ sat at the breakfast table, poking at a pancake that looked as depressed as he felt. Across from him, his father, Marcus Williams, a man whose voice was usually reserved